99% of men never do this, and that's why they consistently fail to build lasting attraction. And what's even more interesting is that women almost never say it outright. It's not because they're deliberately hiding it, but because they often don't truly realize why they suddenly find themselves attracted to one man, only to gradually lose interest in another. Now think about it honestly. Have you ever seen a man who's actually pretty ordinary? Not particularly handsome, not particularly rich, not even remotely remarkable. But strangely enough, women feel comfortable around him, are drawn to him, and even secretly seek his attention. Meanwhile, other men who seem far more perfect are often simply ignored. Therein lies the biggest mistake most men make when it comes to understanding attraction. They assume it's all about looks, money, or status. But it's not. There's something far more subtle, deeper, and far more powerful than all of those things. Today you'll learn 5 simple things that quietly change the way women perceive a man. And if you continue to ignore them, you'll likely remain in the same place as most men. Before we go any further, understand this first. Attraction isn't something you pursue. It's something that builds naturally without you realizing it. The problem is, most men actually destroy it without even realizing it. They talk too much. They want to be attractive. They want to be accepted and liked. Yet it's precisely these attitudes that slowly diminish their attraction. Now let's get to the first secret. The first secret: the right touch before emotional intimacy is established. Imagine this situation. You're on a date with her. The atmosphere is comfortable. The conversation is flowing. She laughs at your jokes. Everything seems fine. But there's one thing you don't realize. Emotionally, she hasn't really opened up yet. She smiles, but still maintains a distance within herself. Then you walk her home, text her afterward, and suddenly everything feels cold. There's no follow-up, and you start to wonder what went wrong. The answer is simple. You focused too much on the words, but forgot to build the feelings. Because women don't just respond to what you say. They respond to how they feel when they're around you. And one of the most powerful things men almost always overlook is simple, calm, and unhurried small touches. Not pushy touches, not ones that make you uncomfortable, but small touches that give you a sense of security, comfort, and a sense of being appreciated. And the effect is far greater than most men imagine. Because for women, emotional security is often more powerful than physical attraction itself. The right touch can send a message without words. Messages like, "I'm calm, I'm not in a rush, you're safe with me." And a man who understands this doesn't have to try so hard to attract a woman, because subconsciously, he's already creating feelings that make her want to stay close to him. Now, let's move on to the second secret. The second secret: flirting without looking like you're trying. Most men fall into the same 2 mistakes. First, being too aggressive, trying too hard to be funny, trying too hard to steal the show. Second, being too timid, too stiff, and ultimately not showing any interest at all. And the funny thing is, both are equally wrong, because true flirting isn't about looking cool or trying to impress someone. True flirting is about a light-hearted energy that makes the interaction feel lively and fun. A little smile, a little joke, a little wordplay, not to seek validation or approval, but to create a dynamic that feels natural. For example, she says she loves Italian food, and you casually reply, "So, you've never tried my cooking?" It's simple, not overdone, not pushy, but there's a relaxed confidence to it. And that's what's attractive, because women aren't attracted to men who are too eager to be liked. They're attracted to men who can enjoy the moment without feeling like they have to prove anything. And at this point, you're starting to understand something very important. The most attractive men aren't the ones who try the hardest. They're the ones who don't need validation to feel valuable.